You are now listening to the Gospel of Alex. Alex, drop those scriptures.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Alex. Shout out to the Elite Fleet. Make sure you like and subscribe so you can become a member of the Elite Fleet. And as you guys can see, the sun's about to set. That means it's time for us to cook. And what I want to talk about today is the viral Home Depot girl and why sex workers can't stand her. All the IG baddies, the OnlyFans models, all right, the monetized women, why they hate her, why they can't stand her, why they want her out the paint. I'm going to break it down today because it's quite simple what's going on. The Home Depot girl represents the death, all right? And it's not going to happen overnight, so follow with me here. But she is another stepping point in the death of the OnlyFans models, the IG bodies, the manufactured women, all right? That's going downhill. The BBL bodies, all that. The return of the average, regular, everyday girl. I've been pushing that message on my podcast before I came to YouTube and on my YouTube since I've been here. Get yourself a regular chick. Leave these monetized women alone. And men are finally starting to pick up on that message. Other men are starting to put out that message. And the women who done already paid to get the fake breasts, the fake booties, done already monetized themselves are pissed off because they planned on doing that and coming back home. And they can't come back home. Coming back home is over. But I know some of y'all is wondering, well, who is the Home Depot girl? Well, if you happen to miss her, which I don't know how if you've been on the internet for the last couple of days, but this is the Home Depot girl. All right, so that's her. Beautiful chick. A naturally beautiful chick that's about to be proven in a few seconds as I break this story down, all right? Now, I want to tell y'all something about this girl. This girl didn't ask for fame. She didn't ask to go viral. All she did was talk about Jesus and post her pictures, and she just so happened to be a baddie who worked at Home Depot, which I guess caught some dudes off guard because you figure Home Depot, you making paint, you know, you making paint, and you talking about lawnmowers and home extensions and patios and things of that nature. Guess it caught some dudes off guard that there would be a baddie working there. I don't know why. I don't know why. All right, women are expected to work now. They better do something. So I don't know why it would cut you off guard to see a woman really working anywhere. But I digress. Men were caught off guard by it, especially a fine woman. So they want to heap praise upon her, as is their right. Well, the problem started when Daily Loud decided to post an article, and in said article, Daily Loud decided they wanted to say, and I quote, should she keep working at Home Depot or should she post an OnlyFans? With a quote over her picture of a tweet from someone saying, I know Shorty a good woman because she could have made an OnlyFans, but she got a real job and it's on this limit. Now, in response to that, which you should have expected a response to that, because why the hell would she just sit there and let everybody talk about how she wants to be an OnlyFans model or how she should be an OnlyFans model when that's not what she wants to be? So she makes a response, and in the response she simply says, I never thought I would have to make a post like this, but this post at Daily Loud posted of me is very degrading and insulting. My original tweet has nothing to do with what is posted here. My original post had nothing about OnlyFans in the caption or anything. Y'all have opened a portal for thousands of women and men to attack me and come for my character. If you follow me, can you please report their Twitter page or spam their comments to delete this before I take legal action? Literally, I don't mind jokes and giggles, but this is sick. All right? Now, some men started backing her up. Yeah, why you telling her to do an OnlyFans? That's crazy. You know, like, that doesn't make any sense. Let the girl be. We should be supporting her. All right? She's doing it the right way. To which she responded, I really hope my post inspired little girls to realize getting money the right way is possible and you gain so many insightful things and benefits doing it. Let me read that again because this is where a video starts to get good. She said, and I quote, I really hope my post inspired little girls to recognize getting money the right way is possible and you gain so many insightful things and benefits doing it. That tweet set the sex workers, porn stars, OnlyFans models on Twitter, the hell off. Now, if you don't know anything about Twitter, Twitter is a damn sex pool. It's a cesspool. All right, it's full of a bunch of degenerates, thoughts, weirdos. All right, just leave Twitter alone. I suggest leaving Twitter alone. Only good thing about Twitter is if you follow the right channels, you will know about breaking news before anyone else because it hits Twitter immediately. All right, and this is all over the whole world. I knew about those Canadian fires way before anyone started talking about them. But Twitter is a damn cesspool where pretty much anything goes. It's the new prawn hub. It's turned up. So the prawn stars got mad at her about that tweet, which I think we can all agree was not that bad. They out here posting responses like this, viral tweet from a prawn star. The Home Depot bitch, that's right, they called her the B word, should have just took the clout and vibe and started a business or something. Now she finna be lame as hell and say self-righteous things that's gonna make everyone hate her within a week. Hate her for what? Because the girl wants to talk about God and doing things the right way and she doesn't want to be a sex worker? I keep telling y'all we are in Babylon. This is the last days of the earth. What type of a Twilight Zone are we in? Where a woman says, I want to work an honest job and get an education and talk about God and influence women to do things the right way, and she gets attacked. So shortly after she says that, people decide to go online, dox which Home Depot she's working at, dox her address and where she lives. Now the girl got to move and she's out of a job. Now let me tell her part of the story.
I'm on here, as y'all probably know me as the Home Depot girl, the girl who went viral, and just talk about how God is really testing my life right now and just testing my faith and trying to keep my patience in him and just trust that there's a bigger thing coming out of all this. Since I blew up on the internet, I have had so much backlash, good and bad. Like, it's been a lot of good, but you know, you also have that percentage of bad. Like, everybody on Twitter hates me for what? I don't know. Like, I literally don't know, just because I stood up for myself, and that's fine. And then Instagram's really cool. And then, you know, other situations that have happened throughout this whole process that have just kind of been crazy. But I literally had to kind of quit my job in this process because of how much I grew and how many people actually seen this. And people were illegally doxing my address and also figuring out where I worked because, you know, I did have my school in my bio, also my location on Twitter and Home Depot. So if you put math together, like, people started figuring stuff out. So now I'm gonna have to probably move and just, you know, kind of relocate and start fresh. And I just feel like I just am grateful to God because this opportunity gives me a chance to start over. I also gained a platform, and that means a lot to me because I work really hard making, you know, my faith, lifestyle, beauty, and fashion content. So this kind of helps me go towards that direction. But it's also scary because I actually haven't received like any type of brand deals or anything like that. A lot of people think that like my net worth is going to flip now because of fame. That's not how it works. It just kind of, it's unmotivating, but I have faith that God is gonna make all of this work out in my favor. So yeah, some doors had to close, but I also know God is going to make a lot of doors open in my favor. So I'm just taking it with the winds, taking the punches, you know, smiling through all this, praying, and just knowing that God has me.
So that's her story. So now, for those of you who are familiar with me, I'm about to black out. Again, what type of Twilight Zone do we live in where the girl who's trying to talk about God and get things the right way is getting attacked by sex workers and degenerates who pay for sex workers for not wanting to sell her damn V-Box? Then Shaq comes into her inbox and Shaq's trying to uplift her, talking about some don't pay attention to the comments online, just keep doing your thing. She goes, thanks, Shaq. And he goes, and tell all your little boyfriends I say hi. She posted it because she hyped, like, look, Shaq supporting me. They still talking about the girl. You know what they said? They said, you don't know nothing about how to get the bag because Shaq was trying to smash and you gonna post the screenshot. You should have kept your mouth shut. And I would have been in a new apartment. I would have had a Birkin bag. I would have had a new car. You messing up the game. You don't know what you're doing. She doesn't want to sell her V-Box to Shaq. She doesn't want to sell her V-Box to anyone. The woman wants to do things the right way. She's a naturally beautiful, pretty girl. That don't mean she got to sell ass. What is wrong with you people? Right? And everybody wants to say, well, it's not the sex workers who doxed her. It's the men who doxed her. It was the creepy men who were stalking her who doxed her, which personally, I don't believe. Because if the men wanted to dox her, they would have doxed her ass 4 or 5 days ago when she first went viral. What the hell would they wait till now for? I think it's quite convenient that after she said what she said about sex workers, which really wasn't even about sex workers, it wasn't a bad thing, by the way, now all of a sudden all her information got doxed. So if it was a man who did it, it was probably a man paid by the sex workers, but I digress, I have no proof. Either way, again, what Twilight Zone are we living in when a girl trying to do things the right way and talk about Jesus and work a regular job is getting shamed for it? And I'm going to tell y'all why the IG baddies, the prawn stars, and the degenerates are sick. Even the degenerate men who wanted to make one, they're sick right now because she signifies the end of that era. The BBL era, the bad chick era, the monetized woman era, the acting bad era is coming to an end. It's coming to an end. Now it'll come back, all right? Everything that's trendy always comes back, but it's coming to an end. You already seen Cardi B talking down on BBLs, getting her implants removed and her injections removed. K. Michelle, same thing. We just seen Jackie O pass away. Many people, including me, have been putting out messages about that. It's going downhill. It's ending. It's ending. People getting tired of the big ass ant booty. If everybody got a fat butt, what makes it special? Let that breathe, run it back. If everybody has a fat butt, what makes it special? It's like my old man Nas said back in the day. Well, I call Nas an old man. It's like Nas said back in the day. When they do make the whip, you like my chips ain't right. But by the time you can afford it, the car ain't important. Let that breathe, run it back. Because you can use that for example for so many different things. He said when they do make your whip, you like my chips ain't right. But by the time you can afford it, that car ain't important. So now you got all these women out here with BBLs and people starting to make fun of BBLs. Dudes starting to make fun of manufactured women. We tired of seeing the ant booties. We tired of seeing the wisdom teeth built women. We want to see regular old plain women. Like her, beautiful, no makeup on, just doing their thing, working, going to school, being regular. We over the monetized chicks. The problem is they done already invested thousands of dollars in their body following this trend. So they don't want it to end because how they gonna get a return on their investment? Now some of y'all might be thinking, you tripping, Alex. They ain't going out of style. The BBLs will never go out of style. You know, how is it gonna go out of style? Let me tell you guys something. I'm a 90s kid, right? In the 90s, we were pushing towards the big booty era if you were paying attention, right? All right, going from the mid to late 80s, coming into the 90s, you were getting the I like big bucks and I cannot lie and the Humpty Dump. You know, all this different stuff. And then the early 2000s, you got Back That Ass Up, which is still a classic to this day. So we were pushing towards where we are now. But at the beginning of the 90s, right? The 90s, all the way and from the late to mid 80s, it was about having big breasts. Everybody had those big old Pamela Anderson, Carmen Electra, I can't remember her name exactly, but everybody had those big old boobs. All right, Coco, Ice-T wives. It was white girls with big ass titties. That's what it was about. Nobody was really worried about a big butt. That was just solely pretty much for black women and Afro-Latinas. Everybody was worried about having breast implants. Every girl was going out buying breast implants, getting big breasts. Hooters was popping, right? Everything was about big breasts. Now, today, nobody even talks about titties anymore. Nobody really cares. It's not like they dead completely. Of course, as men, you're always going to appreciate a nice set of breasts. But the talk of the town now is butts. We like big butts and we cannot lie. BBLs, all that stuff. So all the girls who had the fake breasts had to manufacture themselves to the look of today, which is the slim snatched waist and the big old BBL booty. Now you see everybody, like I said, got a booty, right? Now, because women adapt, right? So once they seen that trend, okay, the guys they not checking for the breasts no more. Now we got to get the butts. So what happened? Like I just said, white girls start to get the butts. Asian girls start to get the butts. Hispanic girls start to get the butts. So they can't buy one, they go to the gym and work on it. Now everyone has an ass. Going back to my Nas quote, when they do make your whip, you like my chips ain't right. And by the time I can afford it, the car ain't important. Now we don't care no more. It's oversaturated. It's oversaturated. And the reason the sex workers are pissed at the Home Depot girl because she don't got big old fake boobs. She don't got big old fake BBL. She not overly, there's no work done. She's just a naturally beautiful woman. And they're coming back in style. And if you're not a naturally beautiful woman, you don't want that to come back in style. And she doesn't do sex work. All right, she wants to work a regular job and just be kept and talk about God and be a husband. Now, if you're a demon and you on demon time and you selling videos on OnlyFans and you selling news and you selling V-Box, why would you want this woman to become the new thing that men like? Now, there's nothing they can do about it. Again, this will come back in style again. What goes around comes around. There's nothing new under the sun, but it's going out of style. Trends come, trends leave. The BBL, the IG baddie, the snatched waist, the big fake breast, the big BBL butt is all going out of style now. I done told y'all before, look, as a man who's been there, done that, it ain't what you think it is. Fake breasts suck. Fake butts, especially if they weren't done the right way, not the same thing. So now that they're seeing that happening, the Home Depot girl going viral is just magnifying it to them. That's why they're attacking her. That's why they're going crazy on her. That's why they're trying to make her seem lame and corny. How can a woman who refuses to monetize herself, refuses to sell her soul for money, and talks about God be corny? Even if you don't believe in God, it's still a righteous message. It's a righteous thing she's doing. She's telling young girls to do it the right way. And people are attacking her for it. She coming in the spirit of Elijah and getting attacked for it. It's crazy. The degenerates up here doing the crip walk. The demons up here, you know what I mean, twerking. They going crazy on the world right now. But that's why that's why the sex workers are attacking the Home Depot girl. The degenerates are just going crazy trying to make her make the OnlyFans because y'all done made relationships so transactional. And this is another thing. The best gems come to those who stay to the end. As I always repeat, the best gems come to those who stay to the end. The man's fault is y'all want this woman to make an OnlyFans so bad because y'all have become so lame, so corny, and so personalityless that you know you can't talk to this woman and captivate her mind and get her up here. The only thing you got is money. That's why everybody trying to become a six-figure earner and a high-value male and all this crap. Because Lord forbid you get a woman with your mind, with your intelligence, with your masculinity. Now we ain't got none of that. We just got money. So you run into a woman like this woman, who's a feminine woman of God, who can't be brought. Y'all don't know what the hell to do. Let that breathe, run it back. When you run into a woman like this, who's a feminine woman of God, who cannot be brought, y'all don't know what the hell to do. So you degenerates, not all of you, but a lot of you men who are degenerates now, who used to being able to just buy V-Box and every woman being willing to sell it, and every woman having a stamp with a price on her head, y'all don't like the fact that she's out here telling these women to do it the right way either, because y'all don't want to do it the right way. Y'all don't want to get married, y'all don't want to commit, and you have no personality, and you lack masculinity. So if you can't buy a woman, you ain't gonna have one. Whoo, you cooking with hot fire, Alex. That's why the degenerates can't stand her. The degenerates who support and buy OnlyFans models and IG bodies crap. And the women who sell that crap, they both hate her because she signifies the inevitable change and shift in the planetary energy of, okay, we're going too far with that. Now we're going to shift back this way. Now we're going to shift back to natural bodies. It's been happening. There's nothing they can do to stop it. Kendrick Lamar just put out the song. I'm so freaking sick and tired of the Photoshop. Show me something real. I'm on an ass with some stretch marks. This has been happening. Again, it's not going to happen overnight, but it's happening, I promise you. People tired of the baddies. They tired of that same generic snatched waist, big BBL booty, just like they got tired of the damn breast implants. Hooters is going out of business now because no one cares about big breasts like that no more. Hooters had to adjust. Now they're trying to get some big booty chicks in there, which is too late for that because that's going out the way now too. Now, again, it'll never go away completely. I'm not saying sex work is going to die. I know it's going to be an idiot who writes that in the comments and doesn't even get to this part of the video. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying as far as it being trendy, as far as you being able to see your neighbor has an OnlyFans or see your neighbor's whole ass in her thong bathing suit on Instagram, that era is dying. People twerking in front of their sons, that era is dying. Whole culture is going down because it's boring now. Everyone done already smashed all the chicks done already smashed all the dudes. Again, what goes around comes around. So now we're going back to building families. Now we're going back to the average girl. Right? Now women are getting back to the point where they're going to start saying, you know what? We want masculinity and personality and some intelligence here, some mental stimulation. I need mental stimulation. And a lot of you dudes who aren't catching up to that, what do I preach on this channel all the time? Masculinity, personality. Work inside out. Then work on your body. I'm not saying don't work on your body, of course. Work on your body. Get your money up. All right? Work on your style. Make sure you smell good. But masculinity and personality comes first. Because that's your superpower as a man. You dudes who don't have that, y'all about to be back out again. Y'all about to be back out again because things are going too far right. All right? Whole culture, the whole era, it was cool while it lasted. It can't last forever. It's already ended. And again, the Home Depot girl is just signifying men mentally are already starting to shift away from that. They're oversaturated with it. Women are starting to get tired of it. I see more and more women every day starting to get tired of women shaking their ass everywhere and being butt naked everywhere and just being thoughts all the time. Everyone's sick of it now. So that era is coming to an end. An end's coming to the era of the good girl. This is why I told y'all when everyone else was saying the soft girl era was fake, I said, no, it's not. It's not going to happen overnight, but it's not fake because women always adapt. And they're starting to realize now there's a call for feminine, nurturing, and caring women. And it's men's fault the whole culture even happened. Because when women were trying to be feminine, nurturing, and caring and have families and be married, y'all was cheating. Y'all was trying to smash everything moving, faking commitments and doing all this stuff. And all that's happened. All the whole culture is a result of millennials and Gen Zs seeing their moms and them get dogged out and saying, you know what? We're going to stop popping our coochie and taking some of our power back. But now that they see that, men are shifting back and saying, okay, we were wrong. We don't really like this whole y'all sleeping with everybody and selling y'all bodies and stuff. We were wrong. We're taking the L. Let's get back to being families again. They're going to make the shift. And spiritually, you go too far left, you have to come back right. So those of us like me who come in the spirit of Elijah and family and marriage and course correction, all right, we're going to be taking L's now. But 5 years from now, we're going to be up. We're going to be up. All right? The path of least resistance is usually the wrong path. All right? God gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers. And when you make quick money, when you make easy money, it usually goes just as quick as it can. Why are you saying all that, Alex? I'm saying all that to say this. Bridging a new path and burning a new path is harder than jumping on a path that's already created. All right? The whole culture has been going strong now for about a decade. It's about to go down. Jumping into that right now, you're going to pop fast. But when it goes down, you're going down with it. But being the righteous and talking about doing things the right way and talking to men about real masculinity and women about real femininity, you're going to grow slow right now. But again, 5 years from now, you're going to be popping. We're going to be the new millionaires. We're going to be the ones with all the subscribers. We're going to be the ones with all the fans. We're going to be the ones looking at everybody else like they was stupid. And guess what? Our plan works for long-term success. Whole culture, short-term fun. But in the long term, you're single, maybe with no kids, or single with a kid but no family, STDs, all types of stuff. We're going to be over here with whole damn families chilling, looking at y'all like, oh, well, that's crazy. Again, y'all can pretend y'all don't see this shift, but that's the real deeper level of why they're mad at this girl. She didn't do anything to anybody. They're mad at her because she signifies the end of their era. And they don't want their era to come to an end. That's all it is. That's what it is. That's why they're pissed. That's why they're pissed. And it's unfortunate. This girl got to move. She done got doxxed and everything. Literally just for being pretty. That's wild. That's wild. But she'll be all right. She'll be all right. Y'all better get ready for this shift, man. Take this as a warning. If you are on the side of whole culture, and that is what you're building your platform up with on, Babylon about to fall, man. Has to happen. Don't God believe me? But I'm just here to tell y'all. I'm just the messenger. I just get these downloads and I spit it to y'all and flip it in a way that hopefully you can digest. Either way, that's my thoughts on that. I am Alex, and I am out. Peace.